Hi, my name is Sophie Summers and welcome to this series of videos entitled Being the Best You Can Be. Now the objective of this series is to focus on certain topical areas that will improve your skills and knowledge and hopefully understanding and give you more confidence. I'm hoping to inspire you with some new ideas and ways of thinking about things. And in this opening video, what we're going to be concentrating on is skin tone and our undertones, and why it's important that we understand what our skin tone is and, more importantly, what our undertones are. So without further ado, let's dive into the detail. So what we're going to do is to look at three specific areas. The first one is what is the difference between your skin tone and your undertone. Two, why it's important that you know what your actual undertone is. And three, we're going to find three ways we can help to identify what our undertone is. So your skin tone is your skin colour when you actually look at it in natural daylight, as opposed to looking at it in direct sunlight or under artificial light. Now it changes with the seasons. In the summer it's probably a lot darker than it is in the winter, so it goes to show that your skin tone will change with the seasons. So the best way to check your actual skin tone is to have a look on the inside of the lighter part of your arm here, because this sees less sunshine all year round. Now, as I say, your skin tone can change, unlike the undertones. Now, the undertones are the colours, the hidden colours that you cannot see, that go to make up your skin tone. So the undertones make up your skin tone, but these are the colours that you cannot see. I'm sure there have been times when you're putting your makeup on in front of the mirror and you look and you go, wow, that makes me look young, makes my skin glow, I feel youthful and energized. And other times you put on a different colour and go, ooh, dearie me, I'm looking old and haggard and all the black and dark lines underneath my eyes. And the same can be said for some of your clothes. You put one frock on and it makes you feel fantastic, while other colours that you put on just don't cut the mustard. So why is that? Well, simplistically, some of the colours that you're choosing are enhancing your undertones in your skin and bringing it out, making it look vibrant, and other colours that you may be using don't match your undertones and actually can make you look a lot sallower. So that's why we need to know a little bit about which undertones we really are. And the basic rule is that colours that match your undertones will make your skin look more vibrant, youthful and glowing. So how do we go about finding out what our true undertone colour or shades are? So the first thing we need to do is to try and find an area where we can get as much natural light on our skin as possible and reduce any form of artificial light. The more natural light you've got, the truer the results you're going to achieve. So the very first test, which is one of the simplest ones, is to have a little look at the inside of your arm here, at the colour of your veins. And to make it nice and simple, if your veins appear to be blue, or a blue colour, a blue tint, then that would indicate that your undertones is a cool undertones. Now, if our veins appear to be more green, that would indicate that you've got very warm undertones. Now, if you can't tell the difference between the colours and you don't know whether it's blue or whether it's green, that could mean that you've got neutral undertones. Not to worry. Let's move on to the second test. Now the second one, what I would suggest is going and grabbing some jewellery, roughly about equal the same size if possible, one silver and one piece of gold. Now if you hold them up to your neck, make sure you're holding them up to your neck or your chest, not your face, because actually your face has a lot of hormones in them and can sort of disfigure the colours a little bit. That applies to men and women, but down this area is a little bit easier, a bit truer. So what you want to do is you want to hold them up to your neck or your chest and see which makes the skin radiate more or glow a little bit more? Would it be the silver one? Now if it's the silver one, that would indicate that you've got more cool undertones, whilst if it's the golden one here, that would indicate that you have more warmer undertones. But if again you can't tell the difference between them, they're both as good or as bad, then you may have neutral undertones. Not to worry, we've got one more test that might help you out. And that is to get yourself a piece of standard white paper if you like, and again hold it up to your neck or to your chest and see, does that, when it's against your neck here, make your skin appear to be pinkish, or does it appear yellowish? Now if it's pinkish, it would indicate that you've got cool undertones. If it's yellowish, it would indicate that you've got warm undertones. And again, if you're doing this and you cannot work out either, you don't know whether you're pinkish or reddish, it could mean you're neutral, and you are very lucky to be neutral. It means you've got less of an issue in matching your colours up. So hopefully now you've established what your actual undertone is, whether you're a cool undertone or a warm undertone. Now in our next video, armed with that information, we're going to take a little look into colour theory, and we're going to be making reference to this colour wheel here. Now using this very simple colour wheel and the fact that we know whether we're warm or cool tones, we can find out the best colours for our makeup, our eyeshadows, our lipsticks, also the colours of our garments. So hopefully you found this first one in our series of interest. If you have, please give us a thumbs up, and as always, if you've not already done so, please consider subscribing to our channel. And all that remains for me to do now is to say stay with us and stay gorgeous.